Did tell us today that no one else was hurt. The fire began in the woman's bedroom, but Akron officials don't yet know the cause. We're also waiting to hear what caused a pretty big fire last night at an Ashland County business.
News Chopper 5 was over the scene as firefighters put out the hot spots at Rad Tech in Sullivan, Ashland County. The fire began in a furnace. We're told most of the business burned to the ground, but firefighters were able to save one building. Your chance to say goodbye to local R&B singer Sean Levert just wrapped up. Mourners stopped by the E.F. Boyd & Son Funeral Home at East 89th Street and Cedar Avenue to sign a register book and leave flowers. Sean Levert died Sunday. Well, tonight the coroner and sheriff Gerald McFauld issued a statement pledging their full cooperation to Levert's family to investigate his death. That's Gerald Levert, Sean's late brother, you see on the screen. It could be weeks until toxicology reports are complete. Funeral services for the 39-year-old Sean Levert are private. Good news and bad news about a water main break east of downtown Cleveland. Crews just opened the intersection of East 55th and Cedar to traffic, allowing one lane, both directions, east and west and north and south. But a sewer line may have been damaged by the water main break. That is preventing crews from filling the hole.
It is a situation that has blurred all definitions of gender. A transgender Oregon man is 6 months pregnant. He just wrapped up his appearance on Oprah, but there are some other things you don't know about Thomas Beatty. ABC's Carla Wohl has new developments.
Thomas Beatty and his belly are making headlines and raising eyebrows. The 34-year-old and his wife Nancy are featured in People magazine and today appeared on Oprah.
Thomas is a pregnant man.
Thomas grew up as Tracy, a Miss Hawaii teen finalist. 10 years ago, she underwent a sex change operation and legally became a man. But Beatty kept his reproductive organs and was still able to produce eggs. So when his wife couldn't conceive, he decided with the help of a sperm donor to have their baby.
Ironically, being pregnant doesn't make me feel any more female or feminine. It doesn't make me want to go shave my legs or something. I'm a man. I just happen to be a pregnant man.
Beatty is now 6 months pregnant, has gained 12 pounds, and says he has cravings for soybeans and artichokes, a notion that has some of his Oregon neighbors shaking their heads in disbelief.
Quite frankly, I think it's a hoax.
But Beatty offers up his ultrasound as proof.
Oh, she's kicking.
And his doctor, who says the pregnancy is normal and the baby girl healthy. The bigger issue may be psychological.
This is a child who may face the onslaught of the public and their opinions as to what a traditional family should be.
Beatty says his own brother has called the baby a monster. He and his wife choose to think of her as their little miracle. Carla Wohl, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And as for why Thomas is the one who's pregnant, his wife Nancy had a hysterectomy. The couple have been married for 5 years. Their marriage is considered legal because Thomas is now legally a man.
I'm Health Team reporter Alicia Booth. A local woman continues to amaze people with her kindness.
And I read the story of Jenna, and I emailed Carol, her mother, and said, I think I can help you.
Coming up next, live on 5, why Patrice Smith underwent major surgery for a complete stranger. Also,
here he goes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
An incredible crash caught on tape. What investigators are saying today about the truck's driver.
Get ready for some rain, and some of you are going to be quite warm tomorrow. Who's going to stay chilly and who's going to feel like springtime? A Power of 5 forecast coming up.
You're watching Live on 5 with Leon Bibb, Lee Jordan, and Power of 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson on your side.
Animal lovers, I'm asking all of us to unite. When you actually see this, you all are not going to stand for it. Lisa Ling exposes the sickening world of puppy mills. Next Oprah.
Tomorrow at 4.
Everybody's got a radar, but we got 5. They all come together to see the weather as it's happening first and fast. You got 5 radars pointing at a raindrop. You're going to see it better and much more accurately than just having one.
We're going to ask Marley. I heard, Marley, that you said Dancing with the Stars speaks your language.
Well, because I use my hands when I speak and my body and my face every day, and that's how I communicate because of being deaf. And knowing what dancers do, we do the same thing. They use their hands and body, they make themselves understood that way and express themselves that way. It's like learning another language for me and being on the show. That's what it's like for me.
Oh, we look forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing you. And so, Jason, you all know, plays for the Miami Dolphins.
Correct.
Will you be getting tips from Emmett?
A lot of tips from Emmett. Talked to Emmett for a while today and spoke to Jerry Rice and Elio last night, so I'm tapping all their brains. A little nervous.
Are you a little nervous?
A lot nervous. I'm lying. I'm a lot nervous.
Well, it's so fantastic. We'll be right back. The Oprah Winfrey Show is brought to you in part by Target, celebrating cultural heritage by sharing stories of those who dare to dream. Closed captioning provided by the maker of the following product.
Oh, man. Everything's better with toppings, like new shortcake pancakes at IHOP. Fluffiest topped with decadence only at IHOP. Come hungry, leave happy.
There are times when it can suddenly feel like you're wearing a wool sweater. A wool sweater, 2 sizes too small, in the middle of summer. So for itchy skin you can't ignore, there's Eucerin Calming Itch Relief Treatment. With cooling menthol and oatmeal, it soothes immediately. And apply Eucerin Calming Cream every day to help keep itchiness from returning. Find calm and comfort with Eucerin, the complete itch solution.
Excuse me, do you have a second to talk? Have a seat.
Do you want to lay your head on my shoulder? I don't mind if you
I don't know where this is coming from.
New Almay Intense Eye Color Play-Up Collection. Expertly coordinated shadows, liner, and mascara with our new No Clump brush. Find the collection to intensify your eye color. Almay, natural beauty.
Whoa! You know, when you cough, you're not the only one who suffers. New Grape Delsum controls cough for a full 12 hours. That's 12 hours all day or all night. Turn off the cough with Delsum.
Next after Oprah, who do you trust to watch your kids? Finding a qualified babysitter could be just a simple click away.
Power 5 tracking another winter storm moving our way. It's snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Details at 5.
And going green in your home for under $250. Next on Live on 5.
Tonight, she's won the Oceanic 6. How she got rescued, how she got off the island. Only she knows.
I want to use you for something.
An all-new Lost. Tonight at 9/8 Central, following a new enhanced episode of Lost on ABC.
Mrs. Don't you wish all the big stuff in life came with a guarantee? At least buying a house does. And it's only from Howard Hanna.
You've had some dancing experience, right?
I've had some dancing experience. I'm an entertainer by heart.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Does this mean you're not nervous?
No, I'm still a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm falling a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? This is a great opportunity. I feel just overwhelmed being here with such a great cast.
But I hear, Penn, you haven't even seen the show.
I haven't. No. And having watched it backstage here, the little clips and the stuff they were doing, I think I might have made a horrible mistake. I didn't know there'd be all that. There's dancing.
Dancing.
A lot of dancing.
Wow.
But I was born to dance. Look at me, Oprah. Look at me. Born to dance. When you look at this whole life.
So, Chrissy, I hear you're a little nervous to face the judges. There they are.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that after being in the sport, being judged, but we never had to sit there and look at them and get direct feedback right after performance. So it's been 16 years, so I'm a little anxious about that.
Steve, do you feel out of your league or what?
Well, I was told I'm doing The Bachelor, so I don't know. And I said, oh, well, I guess it's a new Bachelor. No, you know what? I'm thrilled. This is going to be so much fun. It's my mom's favorite show. And we were all just met, and we were all just hanging out, and we all get along so well. It feels like a real group thing, and that's the spirit of the show. No, it's not?
You're going down, Gutenberg. You're going down. I don't care about anybody else. You.
Well, okay, this has been a great show. We can't wait to watch this season. It's the 6th season. Thanks, Tom Bergeron. Thank you, Bruno and Carrie Ann. Thank you to all the Dancing with the Stars champions. And good luck to the new cast. Good luck. The new season of Dancing with the Stars kicks off Monday, March 17th.
Now in high definition from News Channel 5, this is Live on 5.
We begin with breaking news and a big push which could lead to a championship for LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. News Channel 5 Sports Director Andy Baskin is live on 5 with details. Andy.
Well, the clock was ticking towards 3 o'clock and the Cavaliers pulled off a three-way deal with the Seattle Supersonics and the Chicago Bulls. This drastically changes the way the Cavaliers will look when they hit the floor tomorrow night against Washington. Here are your new Cavaliers. Ben Wallace, the center from Chicago. He is an enforcer the Cavaliers have needed for a long time. Don't expect a lot of points from him. Also, Joe Smith, and they'll also pick up Delonte West from Seattle, the second team in that deal, along with sharpshooter Wally Zerbiak for his famed days at Miami of Ohio. He's also played at Boston. So the Cavaliers definitely get some guys that can shoot from the outside. Going to Chicago now, Drew Gooden, Larry Hughes, Cedric Simmons, and Shannon Brown. Going to Seattle, Ira Newble, and Danielle Marshall. You'll surely need a scorecard when you enter the queue tomorrow night. The Cavaliers have a press conference at 5:30. We will carry some of that for you at 5:30, hopefully, when we get there in Independence. Everything breaking as we speak. Andy Baskin, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Andy. More breaking news, this time a half a world away, but hitting close to home for many Northeast Ohioans.
Rioters in Serbia have broken into the U.S. Embassy and set fire to an office in a protest against Kosovo declaring independence. Within the past few minutes, we've learned a charred body has been found inside that building. Masked attackers broke into the building and tried to throw furniture from an office. Military personnel hit the streets trying to break up the protest. Thousands of Northeast Ohioans can certainly trace their families to this part of the world. Ohio Senator George Voinovich's family is from the region. In a statement today, Voinovich said he is very concerned about the situation in Kosovo and says, I urge everyone to remain calm and outright reject any form of violence. And we have more breaking news involving several U.S. senators. A helicopter carrying Senators John Kerry, Joe Biden, and Chuck Hagel has made an emergency landing late this afternoon in Afghanistan. Early reports say very poor weather forced the chopper down and not any type of hostile gunfire. All three are okay and were picked up by members of the U.S. military. The launchers are on a trip this week, which includes stops in India, Turkey, and Pakistan.
And we're following late-breaking news about a school shooting near a Cleveland school. News Channel 5's Alicia Ciccolone is live on 5 with new information about this shooting near a Cleveland school.
That's right, Leanne. We're actually live at Glenville High School, and this is what we know at this hour. Police actually just left the school area moments ago. They were actually looking around here behind me to see if they could find any bullet casings. Now, as you can see, there's not much going on right now, but that was not the case around 2:45 this afternoon. When school was out, police were called here to Glenville because of reports of multiple shots fired. Here's some video now from the scene when it happened. One of those bullets actually hit a glass block window, leaving a hole there. Witnesses say they saw a man with a gun outside of the school. When police got here, they found and arrested a 15-year-old boy. They say he was carrying a .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun. Now, because school was out, there were not a lot of kids here when we got here, and the kids that we did talk to did not want to go on camera, but they did say that they actually did not hear or see anything. The good news, Cleveland police are reporting tonight, no one was hurt in this shooting. They are continuing to investigate at this hour. Live at Glenville, Alicia Ciccolone, News Channel 5.
Alicia, thank you. Foreign relations is certainly a huge part of the race for president, and just days after her husband campaigned in Ohio, Michelle Obama came to Cleveland to ask for your vote. News Channel 5's Lorna Barrett is live on 5 with continuing coverage of Democracy 2008. And Lorna, you spoke with Michelle Obama today, one-on-one.
I did, Lee. Michelle Obama is a wife and working mother just like me. And just like all parents, her priority is to make this a better country for our children and to give them a better future.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
An enthusiastic and diverse crowd of supporters and undecided voters greeted Michelle Obama at Cleveland State University. Campaigning for her husband, Barack Obama, she brought a message of hope, inspiration, and change for the next generation.
Where any child in this country, regardless of their race, their gender, their parents' political affiliation, their region, they should be able to dream big dreams and reach for the stars.
And when I met with Michelle one-on-one, she talked about why young people like CSU students are so important to her husband's presidential campaign.
So young people are critical, but they are the future. And whether they come out or not, they need to be or feel a reason to be engaged.
And with the March 4th primary fast approaching, Michelle and her husband plan to spend a lot of time in Ohio to engage people of all ages and backgrounds.
We want to do well here in Ohio. We've got more than 100 staff on the ground. Barack and I are going to be here often.
And bringing with them a message of change that's inspiring students like Shirley Harris.
Proud to say that I'm an American, like he can really help us, like he can really do a lot for us. He can bring our nation back as a whole.
What she said, in what her husband is endorsing caught my attention, piqued my interest. So a lot of this stuff, maybe look towards his direction.
And that's what this rally was all about.
Can we do this? All right, let's make this happen. Thank you so much.
Now I asked Michelle, how does she balance being a wife and mother in the middle of a presidential campaign? She says with a lot of planning, a lot of multitasking, and support from family, just like mothers do every day. Lorna Barrett, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Lorna. Both Democratic candidates are expected in Northeast Ohio with the state's primary less than 2 weeks away now. Barack Obama is due in Akron and Cleveland Saturday, and rival Hillary Clinton has 2 stops in the Buckeye State tomorrow. The New York Senators' Solutions for America rally in both Columbus and Toledo. And then the two face off next Tuesday for a Democratic debate at Cleveland State University's Wolstein Center. The debate is set to begin at 9 Tuesday night. CSU has canceled classes for that day.
There is also plenty of controversy today in the race for president. It is a sex scandal involving Senator John McCain, and today John McCain is fighting back on a campaign stop in Northwest Ohio, Toledo. News Channel 5's Ted Henry continues on live team coverage. Ted, Senator McCain appeared upset and even angry at times.
He was red hot. The Republican presidential candidate, Leon, is not taking lightly an article in the New York Times today accusing him of inappropriate relationship with a lobbyist. Listen.
Pointed in the New York Times piece. It's not true.
McCain stood right next to his wife in front of reporters this morning and was very direct while on a campaign stop in Northwest Ohio. The Arizona senator says he has served our country for more than half a century and has never done anything which would betray the public's trust. McCain's wife, Cindy, also had harsh words today for the newspaper.
He would never do anything to not only disappoint our family, but disappoint the people of America. He's a man of great character, and I'm very, very disappointed in the New York Times.
Well, the Times article relies heavily on anonymous sources, and so far nobody has publicly gone on the record confirming the story. McCain says that he considers the lobbyist Vicky Eisman a friend and nothing more. She also denies, by the way, any inappropriate behavior in this matter. Only time will tell, of course, if this will have any possible impact on McCain's candidacy. Leon, back over to you.
Thank you, Ted. In the meantime, Senator McCain's supporters are just as vocal in backing the presidential candidate. We caught up with some during McCain's rally today at a Charlie's restaurant in downtown Toledo.
What people say or what he does, I mean, it's all about what he does for our country. I mean, not.
You don't pay much attention.
I don't pay much attention to it. No, I don't. Yeah. Yes. So a lot of it's a lot of talk.
So question, what do you think? Will this change the way you vote during next month's Ohio primary or November's presidential election? It is our web poll of the day. An overwhelming 90% so far say no, it won't change. And you can let us know what you think by heading on to newsnet5.com. And stay with News Channel 5 for continuing in-depth coverage of the race for president. Later, live on 5, we head live to Austin, Texas, site of tonight's Democratic debate, for more of what today's war on words means.
Well, big changes are coming to those charity poker tournaments in the Flats. Organizers will soon deal the cards year-round. News Channel 5's John Cossack is live on 5 in News Chopper 5 with the just announced information. I hope that includes heaters in those tents.
The good thing is they're going inside, Lee. We've grown accustomed to seeing the familiar poker tournaments in that big white tent. We're flying over the area of the parking lot of the Flats where we normally see it. Well, now comes word that they are moving inside across the parking lot to a spot on the ground floor of the powerhouse. It's a move that will enable them to expand the tournament from 20 weeks to 46 weeks. Now, the four-day festivals raise money for different charities and nonprofits. The charities get 100% of the seat fees, and proceeds the players keep whatever they win. The Nautica Charity Poker Festival starts next month on March 27th and will include Texas Hold'em and Tournament Blackjack. The charities averaged $30,000 a weekend last year. With the move indoors, organizers hope to raise $1.5 million for charity as this year as a whole. Reporting live over the West Bank of the Flats, John Cossack, News Chopper 5.
I'm on your side, consumer specialist Angie Lau. So, how would you like to go green while saving some green? From your kitchen to your bathroom to your shower, we are on your side with inexpensive ways to help save the environment.
Also, finding the right babysitter for your family. Just ahead, details on how a click of the mouse could be the answer. Plus,
imagine paying hundreds of dollars for a snow plowing contract and then the guy never shows up. To make matters worse, he doesn't give you a refund, and then you have to hire another company to get the job done. I'm News Channel 5 troubleshooter Joe Paganakis. I plow out a solution coming up on Live on 5.
And speaking of plows, it's another winter storm headed our way. Some of you will have some snow to shovel. My Power 5 forecast in HD coming up.
Tonight on News Channel 5 at 11 after an all-new Lost in Eli Stone. A disorder that hides in the dead of night, following victims to their beds. People gaining weight through sleep eating.
Gain about 40 pounds.
The disorder that has sleep experts baffled. Tonight at 11.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
It is that fundamental belief, I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper, that makes this country work.
After college, Barack Obama signed on as a community organizer for local churches, working to lift an area torn apart by plant closings.
Those mills began to close. People lost their jobs, for starters, but the neighborhoods were devastated.
The fact that Barack chose to try and affect social change, how do you understand that motivation? The pay stinks, the hours are bad.
3 years later, Barack went to Harvard Law, then returned to the community to lead a voter registration drive and defend civil rights.
It was inspiring, absolutely inspiring, to see someone as brilliant as Barack Obama, as successful, someone who could have written his ticket on Wall Street, take all of the talent and all of the learning and decide to devote it to the community and to making people's lives better.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
The Chevy President's Day sale is here with great deals on many 08s from the #1 selling brand in America. Hurry before these commanding offers are history.
Qualified lessees use $1,000 bonus cash to get a low mileage lease on this 08 Silverado half-ton for around $239 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your Chevy Network dealers or visit clickchevy.com today.
Portions of this program are being sponsored locally by Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Let's check in with News Channel 5's John Kosick in News Chopper 5, monitoring the evening traffic situation. John, how's it looking where you are?
Yeah, Leon, no snow to contend with tonight, so we've got just a few of your signature backups. You're looking live at the Interbelt Bridge in East 9th, Ontario. The traffic heading westbound this evening. Backed up from here all the way to around Lakeside, Dead Man's Curve area. Heading south on 77, you'll find smooth sailing for the most part until you approach Rockside Road, where we have our normal slow going. Eastbound Shoreway, you're looking good at this hour as the rush hour begins to pick up. Reporting live over the Interbelt, John Kosick, News Chopper 5.
Many thanks, John. If you struggle to find a qualified babysitter, there's a new service which screens them for you. You can see what they look like, find out how old they are, what the babysitter charges, even if the babysitter smokes. The founders of this new website say the response has been so positive, they just secured their first round of funding. If you want to check it out, you'll find a link to this new website on our website, Newsnet 5.
In today's On Your Side Health, a connection between salt, soda, and obesity. Children who consume less salt drink fewer calorie and sugar-filled sodas. That's according to a British study. What this means for kids in the long run is that less salt and soda reduces their risk for obesity, high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. The study was published in the American Heart Association Journal this week. Today, we continue our commitment to the Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign. One of the biggest messages we want to get across is don't ignore your symptoms. Women have a tendency to do this, and for one Mayfield Heights woman, it was almost too late. Donna Linden says she's usually not afraid, but she was scared to go to the doctor about her heart. In fact, she put it off for years. When she finally did get a diagnosis, it was serious.
Dr. Markowitz, after the 9.5-hour surgery, said they were like bricks of brittle ice. I don't know how this woman was functioning with those valves.
Donna's doctor, cardiovascular surgeon Judith Mackel at University Hospital, says it is not uncommon for women to put off critical care.
They're the caregiver and not the care receiver, and so they tend to seek help, I think, later in the course of their illness before they recognize that they really are having a problem that requires medical attention.
Donna had shortness of breath. That and chest pain are the clearest symptoms you should look for. But also watch your body for signs of decreased tolerance to exercise, fatigue, and shortness of breath when you're changing positions. Donna's extensive cardiac surgery was more than 4 years ago. She says she lives a full life now, seeing friends, enjoying movies and plays. Her advice for other women, don't be scared and take care of yourself.
You got to hear the truth, and then they can take care of it, God willing. You got to buck up, get brave, and think about how important life is and how much there is to live for.
So right, Donna. For more information on the treatment and prevention of heart disease, go to our website, newsnet5.com, for a link to the American Heart Association's website. News Channel 5 is a proud sponsor of Go Red for Women. Local doctors are right now trying to solve another health mystery. Danita Harris is here with a preview of her Assignment 5. Danita.
Well, Lee, you've heard of sleepwalking, but some people are doing something far more bizarre. It's called sleep eating, and it's baffling doctors. One patient gained 40 pounds in the last 6 months because he can't seem to control his midnight snacking. There are nutrition risks, but the physical safety of these patients is in jeopardy as well. So we're going to take a closer look at sleep eating and what experts think might be causing it. It's a fascinating story tonight in our Assignment 5 special report.
Okay, thank you, Danita. I want to tell you, I enjoyed the eclipse last night.
Wasn't it great?
I thought it was
fascinating.
beautiful.
It was spectacular.
Yeah.
It was just the way it was built to be, and we got several hours of fun just looking at the sky.
Watching at the progress.
It was a sky show.
And you got to see Saturn right here and Regulus right there on your screen.